Hello ladies and gentlemen, Groovy Guy here, and welcome to Mastery Rank 19. You'll notice we didn't have the Lotus introduce us to this challenge. That's because this is my second out of 3 attempts. I failed the first one due to an unforeseen enemy actually seeing me. I didn't even know they were there. But this is one of the hardest challenges, or probably the hardest challenge that's come up yet in the Mastery Rank tests. It involves smashing 6 orbs with melee in order to free a prisoner and then getting the prisoner to the extraction point without being spotted by any enemies. Now, you may think that sounds pretty easy, but you'll be slightly incorrect because you can't use any Warframe abilities. As you can probably see in the bottom right, everything's crossed out. And you can only use melee weapons, so you can't use primary or secondary weapons. So you think, oh, okay, so maybe I'm just meant to sneak behind enemies and then get the stealth kill. Well, I've tried that a few times and I have failed miserably. Either the weapon didn't kill them instantly, or someone else spotted me killing their friends and I was detected. So, long story short, or shorter, I ended up using Banshee Prime and the Redeemer weapon. The Redeemer is a melee weapon, but it's actually a shotgun. Or it's a shotgun, but it's actually a melee weapon. And I use Banshee Prime because Banshee's ability is to be able to fire guns and they'll be silenced. Now, I haven't been able to find any information to confirm that it does work on the Redeemer, but I've been using it here and no one's detected me firing my gun. Bit of a tip though, if you're using the Redeemer, make sure you charge your shot using affinity because... No, not affinity, is it channeling? Channeling your energy, because that will be a definite kill shot. Sometimes I've shot enemies while I'm not channeling and they have survived the shot and that's led to a detection. Whereas if I've been, charging up my weapon, I've been doing one-hit kills the whole time. And the best thing is, there doesn't seem to be any range on the Redeemer, at least not in this particular Mastery Rank test. Using thrown melees, like the discs and such, they have very, very limited range. I haven't been able to really, get the range except for the very first enemy, but he's only a few feet in front of you. So this test does take a while. It's because I really didn't want to get sprung by any enemies at all. The first time I was sprung, I may upload that later. It was by an enemy that I couldn't see anywhere at all. Just getting an edgy snipe on that guy. And so after you've killed all the enemies, you're meant to smash the glowing orbs. There's one on the left. Smash them with melee. Now the standard attack for the Redeemer is to fire a shot, but if you do a slide and then attack, you will smash the orb with melee. I can't think of anything else tip-wise to give. Oh, I had enemy radar on. That was fairly limited in its abilities, or in its distance, so... Oh, that was nice, wasn't it? I could only see enemies on the radar that were directly above or below me, and I do believe I had this particular perk maxed out as well. So yeah, this is a very challenging challenge. So the best tips I can give is use the Redeemer, primarily because that seems to have unlimited range in this particular test. And try using Banshee or any weapon, any mods that'll let you have silenced weapons. And also use channeling. Use channeling when firing off your shot. Sorry, I can't speak today for some reason. Because if you use your regular shot, you'll do 33 damage, which won't kill the enemy, and it will give them a chance to spot you. Whereas if you're channeling, you'll do somewhere like 60, 70, even over 100 damage, and that'll be an instant kill. I think the enemies have about 50 health points to them. So yeah, it's a pretty easy kill if you just channel and then aim with the Redeemer. You don't really need to aim, you just need to get your crosshairs over an enemy, and once you see the yellow health bar, fire away. So I'm not going to shorten this video. You've heard the tips. You've hopefully learnt some tips. There you go. There's a slide, swing, and smash. So I'm just going to leave this test unsped up so you can see how long it takes, and that's a very important thing to remember as well. This test will take time. If you do rush, you have a very real chance of getting spotted by an enemy you didn't know was there. From what I've been able to see, there's changing enemy numbers. One time I killed 12 enemies, another time I killed like 8. But there's usually between, 7 to 13 enemies. So yeah, that's all the easy stuff done. Oh look, I'm still going. So I was being very meticulous here. There we go, there's some smashy smashes. I could hear the enemy, but I can't see them, so I was just being very careful here as to what I was going to do next. So I think I was just going to... That's right, I tried to wall mount there, but I couldn't because I'm not holding a primary weapon. So I just decided to get some height, hoping that would reveal the enemy on the marker, and then I'll smash that, because why not? Believe me, when you're actually playing it like this, you do feel like you're rushing it a bit. Watching it back now, it does seem like I did take my time, but all your senses are going at the same time when you're doing this particular mastery rank test, just because as soon as you're detected, it's pretty much game over. You would have to, if you have 3 attempts to do this, and if you get detected, it will reset the entire test. Also, enemies do not respawn, so once you've taken them out, you don't have to worry about them unless the test is reset. So I think this might be the last enemy we're tangling with at the moment. Oh no, it could be wrong. Could be a few more. And I do remember I was listening out for them, hearing the enemy talk, but there are some ambient sounds in these in this arena that does sound like enemy speech, but it's just some weird background noise happening. And then I think I had a bit of a run around trying to detect, or trying to find the last orb to smash. I was kind of running around going, "Where are you? Hello?" And then I found it eventually. There it is. Happy, falling down. Running, smash. And then you get the prompt that the prisoner is ready to be escorted. So I jumped up and said hello. And then I just jumped to the end zone. You do need to kind of wait for the prisoner, but it doesn't take him long to catch up. See? And there you go.
A formidable performance.
Damn right.
This test is now complete.
And I remember when I finished that, I let out the biggest sigh of relief. And I hope that you let out the biggest sigh of relief too once you have finished this test. And welcome to Mastery Rank 19. Yeah, I've still got a minute left of this. That's how long I was in utter amazement at how many times I failed that test in practice. And then I passed it about 3 or 4 different times, and then I went back and then I would fail another practice. So I kept trying to go with try to piece together a workable solution, and this was it. So it's just Banshee Prime. I think Banshee Regular Edition might work as well, and also the Redeemer. Now I do believe you can get the Redeemer from the market. You can just get the blueprint for it. And I do believe that it is one of the easiest things to get in the way of materials needed to build. I don't think it needs too much. So yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it's helped you. I'm going to be leaving the tips in the text, just because I think I've been rambling on a bit. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you at Mastery Rank 20. Bye now.